Alright, me and Matt right here warming up our uphill shots. You're going to need that at Brenham's new 18-hole course called Brenham's Family Park. Thank you, Ashton, for letting us know about this, putting all the work you did in for this course, as well as all the minis and everything else you do. I'm sure I speak for most disc golfers in the southern Texas region. We really appreciate it.
Matt, heads or tails? Tails. Alright, I'll let you go.
Alright, Matt loses a toss. He's going first. And I mean, automatically walking up to this hole, the downhill, it's kind of big enough to make me feel like I'm throwing a toboggan where they have the Great Lakes open. So it's just a really pretty shot. But I mean, this hole is probably 60 feet longer. That's me going OB. So this is a par 4, and it's very reachable with the downhill. My third shot, just trying to get to the mouth to give me a putt, but that's going to be short. Matt stays inbounds. I think he goes mid here because it's pretty easy to get enough distance on your drive. We got a little bit of wind, so that tee shot can be a little tricky. I'm just trying to get close to save that bogey, and it's gonna test me right off the bat. Now obviously we got 2 cameras going, so I'm gonna make sure to get Andrew in on the back 9 because he was there, you know, get his thoughts of the course. I know Matt mentioned that he really did like it, and personally for me, I thought it was amazing. Very unique style that we're not used to in Houston. Cannot wait to go back. And me and Matt are struggling on this hole. But he's still going to get that par, jump off 2 strokes ahead of me. So we got a game on our hands.
Yeah.
And hole 2, another tester shot. Matt's going FD. It looked really good out of his hand, but it just flipped up too flat. Kept going, and that's not going to hit the island. And I got a stag, and that's going to slip out early. And it's not even going to reach it. So, I mean, we just come to the conclusion that we're both going to a weird mud pile as a drop zone. So that's what we're doing, trying to make that par. Safe. So we'll tap in those bogeys, and that's going to keep that 2-stroke lead. Alright, hole 3, par 3, 146. We're getting technical on hole 3. You got a right or left gap. Matt's going left gap, forehand. He's gonna pull it, and he's gonna be making that face. I'm gonna hit every gap and realize that I shouldn't have threw a driver because that's gonna be way too long. And we're gonna have to work for them pars. Nature appreciation moment. Alright, Matt got his way around that spider. And I think that gets caught up on the right side. He'll have a putt. Low ceiling putt. Obstructed. Couldn't get it. I got a small slot to flick my disc through, save par, get a stroke on Matt. It's what I needed. So that puts me within 1 for now. Alright, and now we're traveling uphill. Hole 4, par 4, 587. Would have been nice to have a rangefinder just to see these elevation drops and increases, but feels like we got to be throwing at least 615 here. I got my stag, just trying to keep it in bounds, and that's gonna work right at that tree side. Matt's going big, DD1. Good flip, just not enough, and that's gonna get caught in that tree. Not the best footing, but he's still, I don't know if he was going for it or not, but this does end up safe because there's an OB around that brush pile, and of course there's an OB short. and I'm going putter here just to be sure to lay up short. And that's going to work. Same putter, Jawbreaker Zone. That's a little bit too safe. We're not sure if that road's playing OB, but I figured it was. That's just putting around that OB, and that almost falls in for a bird. Yeah, it's always rough when you play for par, play it safe, and you still get the bogey. Matt's gonna get one on me right here.
Think that would just be a really long course for him.
Alright, hole 5, par 3, 352, slightly downhill. So we're both gonna be able to reach that pretty easy, but with OB everywhere, it's kind of difficult. You got to hit the right line and angle, and you can't throw it too high because it'll fade out. We know that from hole 1. But yeah, I think me and Matt both going pretty flippy here. Maybe slight tailwind. I'm gonna come up short for my birdie. That's gonna hit the band. Staying at 4 and 2. Not what we're looking to do. Hole 6, par 3, 290. Pretty similar shot to the previous hole. Don't really see any OB on the right side. And that's going to throw a nice committed shot regardless. I want to say that was Raptor. Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. Really good kick for me because I pulled that. Floated that. Stays in the tree. I got a tough putt for par. Matt is just... he's getting me at this point. He's getting me. Matt to get 2 strokes on this hole. His drives are there, but his putts are not. We found some ducks that we were just whooping up on right there. Just kidding. Muddy shoes. It rained the day before, so we are fighting that sticky mud. This is a really nice par 4. 535? 735. 735 par 4. It's like 2 right angles. You want to make it to this corner, which I don't do. So now I just got to try to get around the corner, stay inbounds. Matt had a nice shot, so he's got a shot to the basket, but it's going to end up a little short, safe. Trying that same shot, but I just pull it too wide. Trying to stay out of that thick stuff. Matt flashing them chains again for birdie. Giving it a bid for my par, but Matt's gonna get another one on me. Yeah, and Matt's up by 4 strokes at this point, so I'm gonna have to dig deep, especially throwing up this massive hill. Hole 8, par 3, 488. We're throwing in front of the tee pad. There's some stakes around it. We don't know if it was freshly poured or what, but we don't want to mess that tee up. And I don't throw the best shot. Luckily I got a shot. Just going flex forehand, try to get up there. Yeah, this hole is playing well over 500 because it is steep. Andrew's probably a good 7 feet above our heads right there. I'm doing anything right now to hit some strokes, but Matt to go 3 strokes in 3 holes, and he can't. So he's going to maintain that 4-stroke lead. I'm wondering what Matt's doing right there. Alright, last hole on the front 9, par 3, 256. You got these 2 big bush trees guarding the basket. So you either want to go around them or get a disc in the middle of them to give you a putt, kind of like Matt has here. But that low ceiling does make it tough, and he connects on a branch. He'll get that par, and I know how important this putt is right here. Try to get that momentum going into the back 9. Yeah, 3-stroke deficit is way better than 4.
And 16 basket as
Alright,
well.
make sure y'all join me and Andrew this
right.
weekend whenever we put out the back 9. See what he thinks.
He's an island boy.
Alright, thanks for watching if you made it this far. See y'all.